You want to change your life. I want to help you change your life. You'd think there's no problem, but there is one. There is a problem. I've been trying to make this video for so many days, and still somehow I don't manage to make it fully, because I know that you're going to be wasting your potential. That you're wasting your potential already, and that you're going to continue wasting your potential. And I'm trying to find a way to get these ideas to reach your brain for you to stop acting a fool. I'm trying to make these ideas reach you so that you're going to want to watch the entire video and not stop midway and continue wasting your potential. And at the same time, obviously, wasting your life. There's this one thing that I think all people that never amount to anything in life have in common. At least one thing. And it's this one thing that they love to do. I mean, if you've read the title, you should probably already know. It's caring too much about what other people may think about them, or say about them, or the judgment they may pass on them. And here's the thing, you are doing it too. I was doing it too. And sometimes I still do it until I catch myself and I stop myself and I go, Anna, don't do that. You are going to just waste your time and your potential, but you're still doing it. And I've been trying to find a way to make a video that captivates your attention and makes you actually go out in the world and do things that will improve your life drastically. Because I truly think that if you've got talent, potential, a passion, and you're not doing anything with them, just because you're thinking about what others might think of you, what Jenny and Marie from accounting might say about you when you leave the room, or what Judith might whisper to her husband at Christmas dinner when you leave the table, like we should care about what Judith thinks, what you're doing is you are robbing me and everybody else around you of the great things that you could achieve. If you have a passion for art and a talent, and you're not going out and making art just because Judith might say something to her husband, that is art that I don't get to enjoy. That is art that all the people in the world may really, truly, deeply want to see, but they will never get the opportunity. I want to enjoy the greatness of talented people, but some talented people with great potential are out there, sitting on their bums, doing nothing but doubting themselves, doubting their abilities, and thinking about what is so-and-so going to say, what is so-and-so going to think, what am I going to do if they laugh at me? God forbid they mock me, and they look at me and I see them mocking me. So today, I want to put an end to all of this. You've seen the title of this video. I want to teach you how to stop caring today. You can come back and thank me later. You can come back and write me a comment and say, you know what? You have changed my life. You have truly changed my life. But for now, I just want you to listen until the end. Don't interject. Don't say anything. Don't stop me mid-sentence. If you need to get some water, some popcorn, whatever you want, go and get it. Get some tea. That's going to calm you down. But I want you to listen until the end, because I'm going to say it. And then it's going to be your job to integrate it in that little brain of yours. That amazing little brain of yours, but that little brain nonetheless. Here's the important thing. I used to do that all the time. I remember there was this one time I wanted to go out with ankle weights and go for a walk. And I was thinking, I'm just going for a walk and it's going to be resistance training. It's killing two birds with one stone, right? And then I began thinking about what the people outside would think about me. What if my neighbor sees me and thinks I'm strange and she says something to her boyfriend? I am going to be so embarrassed and so ashamed. And I sat there for 10 minutes. The first time I thought about doing this, I actually didn't go out and didn't do it, because I got so discouraged thinking about what other people may think, say, and I didn't go out and I didn't do it. The next time it happened was 2 days later. And I had the exact same process. I thought, okay, I'm going out for a walk and I'm going out with these ankle weights that I bought. And then I started thinking, what are people going to think about me? What if I see some really thin, fit girl that's really beautifully dressed and that is absolute goals, right? An it girl, that girl. And she sees me and she thinks I'm stupid. What if that girl sees me and mocks me? What if she even says it to me? Like, you are completely disgusting with your ankle weights and you're stupid, you're walking outside with ankle weights. That would be horrifying, wouldn't it? That would be really the end of me. And then I took a moment. I guess I was just tired of asking myself, what if somebody thinks of me badly? So I asked myself, so what? Imagine you do go out and put on those ankle weights. Imagine you do go out and show your art to people. So what? What is going to happen? What happens when I go out and somebody looks at me? What's going to happen to me? Am I going to get disintegrated? Is there going to be a hole underneath my feet that swallows me? No, I don't think so. Am I going to be the target of a sniper? No, I don't think so. Is a piano going to fall on my head? No. Is there a tiger that's going to come and devour me? No. Am I suddenly going to be, I don't know, possessed by a million demons? No. Am I going to get arrested? No. Not unless actually wearing ankle weights is illegal in the place I'm doing it, but I don't think so, so no. Is my entire family going to get kidnapped? No. What is going to happen if I go out with my stupid ankle weights? What is going to happen if you take your paintbrush, your paint and your canvas, and you actually start painting and then show it to people, or put it online for sale, or start a social media account where you share things that you care about? What is going to happen? Maybe you're going out and then there's going to be nobody on the street. It's going to be completely empty. Nobody's going to see you, right? But what if it's not? What if there's people outside? Maybe they're not even going to notice you. Maybe they're not even going to look at you. Tell me, how many times does it happen to you that you're scrolling on social media and you just scroll and you don't notice what you're seeing? All of those things that you're scrolling, those are people that did things and you don't notice them. So what makes you so special that every person outside is going to notice you? If you make a post on social media, every person on social media is just going to notice you and they're going to have their eyes on you. Doesn't that sound a little bit narcissistic, egocentrical? Doesn't it? Let me tell you something. I think you've probably heard it a million times, but maybe nobody has actually said it to you just like this. People care about themselves. In your mind, in your head, you are the main character in the movie of your life. I am thinking about myself that I'm the main character in the movie of my life, and it's normal. I want you to realize that every person you see on the streets, yes, maybe you think they're an NPC in your life, but the most important part is that in their own life, they think they're the main character. And what does the main character do? Think about themselves. They're only thinking about themselves inside their heads. They're looking at you, maybe they're looking through you. Maybe they don't even see you. Maybe they don't even notice your ankle weights. Maybe they don't even notice that your hair is done this way instead of that way that you so enjoy. Maybe they don't even notice that today you're wearing black makeup or whatever, and you've never done this before, and it's so great. They're just going to look at you, and they're going to keep thinking about themselves. But what if they don't? So what? What if they do actually see you? What if they do actually notice you? So what? What happens then? Is the world going to end? Is the earth going to retreat from under your feet and leave you hanging in space? I don't think so. Here's the thing. Maybe they will notice you. Perhaps you have done your best to be very strange and very weird in your mind and very unusual. Or maybe you have put on that dress that attracts people's attention because you finally wanted to, be feminine and explore your femininity. And you wanted to reclaim who you are and reclaim your body and reclaim sovereignty over your body. Maybe that's what happened. And people are going to notice it. They're going to notice it, and then what happens? Maybe somebody is going to think that you are absolutely breathtaking. So many times in my life, I'd be standing outside and I'd look at a woman and I would think, breathtaking, gorgeous. So maybe they're looking at you, or maybe they're looking at your social media, maybe they're looking at whatever you do and thinking, this is one of the most amazing things I have seen in my entire existence. Maybe they're thinking they really needed to see beauty such as this to have hope that not everything is bleak bleak. Maybe seeing you in that dress or seeing you in that style that you so love and are so scared to embody, maybe that gave them inspiration. Maybe that gave them the motivation to go out and actually be who they want to be. Maybe they looked at you and thought, you know what? There is no reason why this amazing person is outside living their best life. And they don't know what's happening in your mind. They don't know that you're worried. They don't know you think about what they're thinking. They just look at you and they think about themselves and they think, you know what? She's doing it. Why am I not doing it? Do you know how many times I went on some person's social media account and thought, wow, this person is doing this and it's so nice and so amazing and gave me so much motivation and inspiration. I can't believe they're doing this and they're so special. Just for them later on to post a video or a post saying how much they doubt themselves and how much they're worried what people may think of them. And I realize, yes, I've seen this person's video. I haven't left a like. I haven't left a positive comment. Maybe they think just because I didn't leave a like or a positive comment that I saw their work and I thought that it was just total rubbish. But really, I appreciated it. I just forgot to leave a like or a comment. And we are very quick to think that the people in front of us is thinking bad thoughts about us, that they want to mock us. But what if they're not? What if they're actually getting inspired? What if they're actually looking at you and being motivated? What if they are rethinking what they're doing with their life just because you are out in the world like a light in their day? Now, I wouldn't be myself if I was optimistic all the time and if I thought everybody in the world, everybody outside is thinking positively about me and everybody in the world is going to be thinking positively about you. Listen, you are not a $100 bill for everybody to love you. You are not a bank account with millions and billions of euros. You're not a £1 billion check. So it's fine that some people are not going to like you. So what if you go out in the world and open up to the world, go post on social media, make your little pieces of art, put them online, wear the dress that you wanted to wear, put the makeup on that you wanted to put, whatever it may be, start this new career, so long as it's positive. And the person in front of you, what if they're not thinking, wow, amazing, never done before, iconic? What if? So what? So what? Again, the question, is the earth going to disintegrate under your feet? No. Is your entire family going to disappear? I don't think so. Is somebody going to kidnap your pets? Highly unlikely. So, okay, this person's thinking you're a clown. They're thinking in their little head that you are a clown, that you are ridiculous, that you are a fool, that you're pathetic. Your art looks like nothing. It just looks like, what is this? It's not even a sketch. What is this stupid doodle that you made? What is this mix of paint? What does it even mean? It means nothing. It's a mess. Okay, so what? So what? Did your hand fall off your body? I don't think so. Your hands are still attached to your body. You wore that dress that you wanted to wear and somebody thinks that you shouldn't wear that dress because of those legs that you have. So what? Did your legs suddenly auto-combust? I don't think so. No, they didn't. The person thought what they thought. And you survived. And you continued living your little life. And you continued wearing that dress. And your art, your artwork that you created, it's still online. And people are still seeing it. And the fact that Jenny thought about it and thought, how ridiculous. How ugly is that painting? Does she really think that she's an artist? Let me tell you, you're not Dali, you're not Picasso. You are nobody. So what? What happened to you? Nothing happened to you. Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. In my opinion, it says more about her than it says about you. Simply because when you're happy about yourself, when you are happy about what you are doing in your life, you're satisfied, completely fulfilled with what you do and with your life, you don't need to look at somebody else who you think is doing worse than you and to think badly about them or to try and bring them down. And you most definitely won't say anything bad to them. Now imagine Jenny sees your piece of art or sees you outside on the street wearing that beautiful dress that you wanted to wear, with that beautiful hair that you wanted to do, and actually comes up to you and says, let me hold your hand when I say this. You are not special. Your art, rubbish. This dress that you're wearing makes you look like a charcuterie. Your feet, ugly. The legs that you have on, they don't even suit your face. The makeup, excuse me, are you a clown? Or imagine she says that to you. Apart from the fact that it's not very nice, and if you're not trained to ignore this and to not care, it's going to hurt your feelings. Apart from that, what is it going to do to you? Nothing. Nothing at all. You have to understand that what people say to you, those are opinions, not facts. What people think about you, those are opinions, not facts. If they like or dislike something that you did or that you do, those are opinions, not facts. And you letting that opinion take your power before it was even said to you, before somebody even thought it, just because you imagined they would in your brain. And you have to realize that even if somebody does have that negative opinion of you, it does not affect you. It only affects you if you let it. For the sake of this example, I'm going to take two people. Let's imagine Ellie and Ella. Ellie cares. Ella doesn't. So Jenny is talking to Ellie and she says all of these bad things about how Ellie looks, how Ellie's dressed, how Ellie's art looks, the fact that Ellie's voice is really disgusting, and all of these really bad, negative things. You are Ellie and you listen to her and you go, well, if I knew that I was this bad and I sucked this much, I would have never, ever, ever done anything like that. You start thinking badly about yourself. You take that person's opinion, you disregard and discard your own opinion of yourself, and you take that person's opinion and put it in your head instead, and you start living by it. I'm not going to make any art anymore because Jenny said that I'm disgusting and my art is disgusting. I'm not going to wear dresses anymore because Jenny said that I have really ugly legs and that I shouldn't wear dresses. And so you stop living. You stop living. You stop being the person that you want to be. The essence of you just stops existing, because instead of living according to your own values and your own value system and your own essence and desires and wishes and talents, and instead of living according to your own potential, you live according to what Jenny said to you. But what if Jenny is wrong? Now, Ella, on the other hand, does not really care about what Jenny or Marie or Judith think. She is living her life as she pleases. She lives according to her own values. She lives according to her own talents, her own potential, her desires. And so, same situation. Jenny comes and says, Ella, you know what? That painting, disgusting, and all of those nasty things that she wants to say and she has in her mind, all of those nasty opinions. Do you know what Ella does? She looks at her and she says, okay, thank you for your opinion. That's it. And she just continues her little life, and she doesn't care that Jenny doesn't like it. She doesn't really care, because you know what? Jenny wasn't her target audience in the first place. She's not trying to impress Jenny. She's not trying to be an inspiration to Jenny. She's not trying to change Jenny's mind or Jenny's opinion, because she simply couldn't care less. And so Ella is going to go home and make another painting and be dressed in her beautiful dress that she enjoys, and she's going to have the beautiful makeup that she enjoys, and she's going to enjoy doing the beautiful sports that she enjoys practicing, and she's not going to listen to anybody that says Pilates is not for you because you don't have a thigh gap yet, or not at all. Yoga is not for you because you have a little belly. She's not going to listen to those people. She's actually going to go out and do what she wants. And so what? What is going to happen to her? What's going to happen to Ella? You want my take on things? Nothing at all. Nothing is going to happen to Ella. As long as Ella is living according to her own values and her value system, as long as Ella is living a wholesome, actually authentic life, as long as she is not trying to do bad in the world, as long as she's being a good person, and she's deeply embodying being a good person, not only to other people, but to herself as well, because that's her responsibility, she's going to be just fine. And maybe Jenny's going online and slandering her. Maybe Jenny is going to talk to other people and say negative things about her. She's thinking, well, you know what? You are making art and you're not even succeeding. How many paintings have you sold? One? One. You are quite the artist. You've sold one painting. If Jenny had something to herself that she could claim, if she had sold paintings, if she had the beautiful dress and she felt good in the beautiful dress, do you think she would be wasting her time talking to you about how bad you are, about how sucky your art is, about how rubbish you look in a dress? Do you think if Jenny loved herself and felt truly, deeply, authentically good about the way that she's living her life, that she would come and attack your person and what you do, when the only thing you're trying to do is to improve your life? I want you to take a minute and think about it. Have you ever seen somebody who is truly, really feeling good and happy about who they are, not lying to themselves about, oh, I'm happy. I never wanted to do art anyways. I never wanted to do that anyway. I'm happy. And you are a little piece of rubbish. You suck. Have you ever seen somebody who's truly happy and who goes out in the world spewing hate on other people and trying to bring them down? I know I haven't. I know that usually these people, they're deeply unhappy with their lives. Everything they do it for the eyes of others because they're looking for validation. And what makes them go crazy is that you don't do that. It triggers them because they know they can't do that. They don't allow themselves to do that. They cannot afford to do that. And they look at you and they see all of the opportunities that they could have had, but they don't allow themselves to have. And they think, you know what, it is so unfair. If I can't have it, why does she get to have it? And so they try to make it worse for everybody else. They try to make it worse for you. This is the reality of people who think badly of you when the only thing you're trying to do is to improve your life, when the only thing you're trying to do is to do good by yourself. They're miserable. How many times have we heard of people who tell you that you're not good enough, that your music is not good enough, that your art is not good enough? Who do you think you are, little Miss Know-It-All? You think you're going to get this and that, and just because you have good grades, and they share their negative opinion of you and they try to bring you down. How many times have we heard of such examples where you keep doing your thing and you actually become successful? You actually become a very well-known musician. You actually become a well-known artist. People love your art. People love your books that you write. People love your style. And they actually book consultations from you because you have become a successful stylist. People actually watch your content and you have millions of viewers, millions of subscribers. People actually listen to you. People buy from your business because you followed that idea that you had, while Jenny was looking at you telling you, who do you think you are? Do you really think that would be do you really think anybody would want to even look at that and look at you? And then you become successful. And Jenny looks back and says, oh, you know what? I used to go to school with her. Yeah, I used to go to school with her. We were friends, actually. And Jenny crawls back into your messages. Remember me? We were in the same class. Or, remember me? We worked in the same company. How many times have we seen this happen? And these people like Jenny, they're either going to try and befriend you again, and they're going to forget everything that they said to you and did to you, and the bullying and the belittling, and they're going to try and be your friend now because you knew each other, because you're famous now. Because it's not good to forget people when you become successful. It's not good. You're a doctor now. Do you think you could find me a spot in the what do you mean? And then when they realize that you don't have time to spare on people like that, chances are they're going to go out in the world and try and slander you and say, you know what? She was in school with me. I never thought anything positive of her. She's like this, she's like that. What happens then? So what? Is that going to stop the people that care about you from caring? No. Are the people that actually love your art going to look at your art after what Jenny said and think, you know what? This nobody, this insignificant person is so right. I hate her art. I know I bought 5 or 7 or 10 paintings, but now I decided after this opinion, I hate her art. Rubbish. Absolute garbage. À la poubelle. I don't like it. No, they're not. No, they are not. And that's what you need to realize. You are not a dollar bill. People are going to like you. People are going to hate you. People are going to have opinions about you. Maybe they know you and they have opinions. Maybe they don't even know you, but they think they feel your vibes, and so they have an opinion. Why would you give insignificant people in your life the power over the truth of who you are? They don't get to decide who you are. They don't get to decide who you want to be. You do. You are the main character in your life. They're upset. They're upset because they give you so much more attention than they give to themselves. And that ought to hurt. They spend more time thinking about you than they spend thinking about themselves. And this is just the people who actually will think about you. I think most people are going to be in the first batch that are thinking about themselves, and they see you and they're like, oh yeah, whatever. Truly, in my case, the only thing that would make me stop and think twice before doing something is I would think, so what? And it would have to do with somebody really close to me. So my parents, my husband, my future children. And it would have to be something that is not aligned with my values. And God knows I have done things before that weren't aligned with my values, and I lived to regret them. And I thought, so what? And I thought, like, you know what? I don't care about anything. And I was reckless. The idea here is not to be reckless. The idea is to be true to your essence, true to your value system. Being reckless will not bring you anything good. Being truly actually reckless and pretending like you care about nothing and nobody, that you don't care about your values, that you don't care about yourself, that you don't care about your closest people, that is not going to bring you anything good. Then there's a situation that if you do something, you will find yourself facing actual danger. You'll be in danger for your life. In this case, yes, let me stop you. Don't do it. Don't do it. First, try to find a way to get yourself safe and out of danger. Being safe is the most important thing. And then you can think about living to your values and true to your potential. So this is a specific, special exception. Okay, it's an exceptional case that surely doesn't happen every day. And we have to talk about it for the no nuance Nellies, because I know sometimes they like to make an appearance. But apart from that, so long as you're living according to your values and according to your actual talent, and you're not trying to harm anybody, including yourself, you're not trying to harm yourself in the long run, then you shouldn't care what Judith or Jenny or Marie think of you. I want you every time to think about people that you truly admire. Those could be political leaders, those could be celebrities if those are the people that you enjoy, those could be content creators, those could be philanthropists, those could be anybody, the royal family, for all I care. I want you to think about them and think about the way that they behave. And those are usually people who are in the public eye, and although you may not be in the public eye, you still feel like people are looking at you and staring at you and judging you. Now imagine all of those people that you truly deeply admire who are in the public eye. Take the one that you admire most, that you think has no sin and no fault. Do you think this person is loved and liked by everybody in the world? If you think so, you are wrong. There isn't anybody in the world that is 100% loved by everyone. Not one. And yet they continue to live their lives and to inspire people like you and me. They move forward and they don't stop just because somebody in their little village or even somebody in their penthouse last floor of a building in New York is writing mean comments about them, or because some journalist said something bad about them. They continue living their life. This is why I want you to remind yourself every time you have those doubts, every time you care a bit too much about others and a bit too little about yourself. Deciding not to do something because you think somebody else is going to judge you is giving away part of your sovereignty, giving away part of your decision making, giving it to somebody who doesn't deserve it, who hasn't even asked for it, who doesn't care for it, throwing away your power and leaving it on the floor randomly on the street. This person, they're going to forget about you. They're not going to grab that little bit of power that you gave them and then think about you every day and use that power. They're not. They're going to forget about you. Even the biggest haters that you could have, they may hate you for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and then they will move on with their life. Because Everybody is self-centered. As soon as thinking about you becomes inconvenient because it's taking up time that they could spend thinking about themselves, best believe they're going to stop thinking about you. So here I'm pleading with you, actually. Please stop thinking about people who are mentally immature. Stop thinking about people who haven't grown, whose brain isn't actually fully developed yet, and thinking about what they're going to think of you. Stop thinking about little people who have nothing to show in their life, but the hatred that they have inside of them, the disdain that they show to people. You are wasting your life away. You are wasting your energy on what Jenny and Judith and Marie think of you when you could be thinking about other people that will feel inspired when they see you, whose life you're going to change when you start becoming you. Start thinking about yourself and about those people who have everything to gain from you becoming your best and favorite person and best and favorite self. Don't waste your time on those who don't deserve it, because they don't even want it. My dearest friend, please take everything that I told you and actually think about it. Actually think about what you are doing to yourself, and think about the responsibility that you have to commit to yourself and to commit to becoming your favorite self, because nobody's going to do it for you. It is nobody's responsibility to do it but your own. And if you don't want to become like Judith and Jenny and Marie, you owe it to yourself to be your greatest best friend and to be the greatest person that supports yourself, that tells yourself to do better and to be better and to not listen to the haters and to not assume that people hate you, which is the most important thing. Don't assume that people hate you. Don't assume that people are going to dislike you. If you have watched this video until the end, I am honored to tell you that you now have the privilege of knowing. As always, do not forget to give this video a little thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and join our amazing community if you have not already subscribed. I am Anna, your host. I really hope to see you very soon. And if you have any worries, any things that you would like me to discuss with you, anything that you would like me to talk about or that you want to know my opinion on, please leave it in a comment or write me a private message on Instagram. I'm always delighted to be in contact with you. I'm really always delighted to share things with you and to communicate with you. In the meantime, have a lovely rest of your day or evening wherever you are. Bye for now.